Hi everyone, and welcome to the instant domain search on NameHero.com. Today I want to demonstrate how you go about registering a domain name for your agency website. I got a couple different tools I want to walk you through, and I'm going to show you exactly how you should go about doing it. At NameHero, we are known for our privacy protection that protects your database or your personal information from the public whois database. And we also have our cool instant search here. So as you can type in a name and instantly you can see what's available and what's not. You don't have to wait for anything. As you can see, NameHero.com's taken, and you can look at some of the other TLDs, and you could go through and flip through all these different ones or get even more. So it's kind of how it works, but right now I want to display a couple different tools to help you finding that perfect name. So one's expireddomains.net. Now, we all know that a lot of the .coms are taken. So I always say the keys to a successful domain is going to be pronounceable, brandable, and it's going to be a .com. So that's, in my opinion, from my experience of working online in 18 years, that's always normally the case. And sometimes I've started a website or a company at a .net, or I started one at a .mobi, but that was because I was negotiating already for the .coms. If someone else owns your .com that you want, you're going to have to pay a higher price tag for it. That's just how it works. That's why companies or people invest in those. So if that's the case, you might have to settle with a .com or maybe a .mobi just until that you're able to negotiate that .com. But it all means this here. I recommend getting the .com. If you're a new startup, then use these tools to help you find a good .com that will only cost you the price of registration. So expireddomains.net is a good one. You click on expired domains at the top, and then click show filter, and we can filter through this. So what I like to do is I like to say no hyphens, of course no characters, no numbers, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter any of this, but we just want to select .com. So we can do this, and then we can put any word we want it to contain. So if I'm looking for an agency site, maybe depending on what my agency does, I want to have a particular keyword. So maybe that keyword is just, for example, media. So I'll put media and apply filter and see what that turns up. Okay, so you can see we get a lot of stuff. We have a lot of stuff here. So you can see some of these are listed in SimilarWeb and have backlinks and stuff. So look, 958 backlinks on media. I can't even pronounce the rest of that. Again, you're looking for brandable, pronounceable, spellable.com. So these domains that you can't pronounce, and you don't want to do that. You don't want to use that. We're up top the bat here. I like this medialax.com because it's pronounceable, it's brandable, it's spellable. And I'm actually surprised that one's available and no one has registered it yet. So that could be one. And what we could do to make sure it's still available, we could type it in over here and see what comes up and see if it's still in fact available. And you can see no, someone else has already registered that. That's kind of frustrating, but that does happen from time to time. So you can see that actually it expired already, so it just hasn't completely dropped. So when that's a good one there. I'm going to make a note of that one to come back to. So sometimes you see that maybe it says that it is expired, and you can see, look, end date is 1/15. So the end date is today is actually January 15th. So that should be at any moment now today. You should be able to register medialax.com. So I don't know if that most likely won't happen while we have this video rolling, but that's definitely one to look back to. But you can search through and just kind of find all kinds of hidden gems using this expired domains. I've registered several different domains, just looking for a keyword and then kind of going from there. Let's say you're a mobile agency, you're looking for something with the keyword app in it. Of course, it's very popular nowadays. So let's see what they have in there for the .com. You can see if sometimes you search by EBY too. This is the actual age of the domain. Sometimes you can find some really good ones that people did not renew. So like, I don't know about that. Web App Star. It's not too bad. Jelly Apple, JD Apple. Okay, so there's some funny ones in there too. But you can see you can really spend a lot of time on this site here. So, but definitely recommend that. Especially if you're not set on a name for your agency or for your website, this site's a great one to figure out what's available and to snag a good domain for a cheap price. The other one is lean domain search, and this domain just helps you find combinations. So again, we can just type in media and click search domains. Nothing in there. So let's search app and see if they can find something. Okay, so now here's going to be a couple. App executive, Electra app. So you can see what it does. It meshes. It matches keywords with your keyword. Black Sheep app, American app, or Americana app. Okay, that was a little confusing. Angus app. So you can see sometimes there's a hidden gem in here. I like lean domain search because it adds words that sometimes you wouldn't even think about. And even though some of them are silly, off-grid app, Exonian app. So again, just another good creative way that you can help figure out something for your agency site. Sometimes even in the hosting industry, I'll do this. I'll type in hosting, hosting tax, Nutri hosting. That's not bad. Hosting wine. That's a pretty good domain. Hosting tax, hosting browse, growing hosting, hosting spotting. So you can see whatever your keyword is, you can a lot of times find a good name. And so once you find the one that you're interested in, you can go take it, copy it, and go over here and pop it in this box here. Whoops. Grab that again. Hosting sound. So hosting sound, and we can put it in instant domain search, and we can see it's available, $12.98, and we can be well on our way. So let's look at our last name mesh here, so we can see if it's got anything, and then we'll go ahead and make a selection. So let's click media again. And you can see this does a lot of, it just search a lot of the TLDs first, and then it's got the mix over here. So you can see a couple good ones here, a couple, I don't know if you call them good, but because a couple of these aren't pronounceable. You want to be able to pronounce it, and again, you want to make it easy to spell. If you start making that stuff confusing, and the reason why that's important, because I recommend that if you're a professional agency, that your email address is at your agency. So you want it pronounceable, brandable, and spellable.com, because when you're on the phone with someone and you're telling them your email address, you don't want them having trouble, or God forbid they type it wrong, and then you're not getting your important emails that you need. So that's why you want to make sure that it's pronounceable, brandable, spellable.com. Just mainly for emails. One of the biggest reasons with social media, we go through links a lot of the times. But I can't tell you how many times that I've registered in the past, before I learned the hard way, that you need to register an easy pronounceable name, because if not, people cannot understand you, and then you have all kinds of mistypes. One of my agencies was called WU Media, and it was for WrestlingUnlimitedMedia.com. So when I would call places, even the banks, and say, my email address is ryan@WUmedia.com, people would say it's at Woo Media, and they would spell it WOO. Sometimes they would just put the W and no U, and it was a mess. So I had to change the name of my agency at that time. So don't make that mistake. Okay, so I can go on here and then select my name. Let's decide on one that I want to do for this example. Let's go back and search for. Let's go back to media. Let's make sure it contains media. We're going to look for a .com, no hyphens, no characters, no numbers. Apply filter. And we didn't find one with that. That's kind of how that goes sometimes. So let's just we say the characters. Let's see if we can't find anything with no numbers or hyphens. See if we can't find one that's good for media. Here we go. Okay, so let's see if we can't sort these by backlinks. Let's try to find one with some backlinks. Not like that's going to really benefit our SEO. What a lot of times people look at these backlinks for is they want to register it, and then they want to get on the archive, and then and download the old site and try to push some link juice from that. But that's not what we're trying to demonstrate here. Media ZW, that's a pretty short, cool name. Let's see if that's available right now. Let's pop it in here. Okay, Media ZW, that's not bad. So let's see if there's anything else that maybe we want to HQ Medias. HQ Media would be pretty cool. CPA Media Business, Logistics Media USA, Britney Spears Media. So like I said, some of these are kind of funny. Pio Media. It's not a bad one. It's was established in 20. I like this Media ZW because it's 1996 is when it was originally registered. Let's just go with this one so we can demonstrate this. Now, again, you can see how I can spend all day on those sites, and I'm proud to say, or ashamed to say, I don't know which one. I will spend hours on those sites and register a bunch of names. So once I've decided on it, I'm going to click on it, and now you can see I've got a couple different options to configure my domain. So if you plan on going with web hosting with NameHero, which I also recommend, you can get a free domain with the basic web hosting and the reseller as long as you sign up for annually. Now, for this demonstration, I'm just going to register the name just separately. But if you need hosting, go ahead and do that. I'm going to do another tutorial on hosting as well, another video. But if you want to order them together, you should because it's free. The domain's free. So you can see there's a link right here. Click here to add $349 a month web hosting and get the free domain. So you could click that if you want to do that right now, which I do recommend if you need it. But for my tutorial, I'm just going to continue on. Out of all this, if you're getting hosting, you don't need DNS management and you don't need email forwarding, but I always recommend ID protection. Folks, I understand you want to save money. I understand that things are expensive out there, but this is $2.98 and $2.98 well spent. The Whois database is public, meaning when I register media, this domain, Media ZW, my name, physical address, phone number, email address is going to be put in a database that's public for everyone and their brother to see. So if I want to keep all that off the internet and keep my address private, which I do, my phone number private, then I'm going to use ID protection because this is a service we offer at NameHero. It's going to cloak or mask your private information. It's going to replace it with our information, and it's going to forward. So it's going to give you a protected email address. So people can email that, but that email address is going to protect you from spam, and it'll forward to you if it's a legitimate email. So I definitely recommend that. Name servers, if you're ordering hosting, then it will automatically set. I'm just going to leave these defaults because I'm going to change those for my hosting. Okay, now at this point, you can go ahead and complete your payment. I'm actually going to pause the video really quick while I complete my payment and register my name, and then you can continue following along as well. Now our domain is registered, pretty quick and easy process. You can continue to the client area. Once you register your name, you can see this is our main client dashboard at NameHero. Now I'm using my demo account, so I've got a couple different domains and web hosting packages, but you can click right here, and this is where you manage all your domains. So you can see mine's pending just because it hasn't registered completely yet. I think that's because I was using my demo account and I didn't have it funded. So when it is, you'll see active beside it, and yours will be instant once you register with us. But when you we can go to an active one so I can display it here. You can click through here, and if you need to change your name servers or anything like that, you can do so right here on the right side. Also, if you need to register private name servers, you can do that right here. I know some companies make that so difficult, but I don't see why, because it's very simple. And then if you need add-ons, if you don't buy web hosting, you can go on and add record management and email forwarding if you need to do that with your domain. There are two available options there that you can add to your account and manage your domain, so you can point it to different places. But that's really as simple, quick, and easy, as simple as it is to register a name using our instant domain search at NameHero and getting a good name for your agency site. Kind of some helpful tips. Feel free to let us know if you have any questions. We'd be more than happy to help you out.